of the literal day. I did have a party today. I was supposed to host Moana, and as it turns out, it was actually pretty stretch, and we were there for way too long. The client was a little aggressive, and we, after a good, like, at least an hour going on 2 hours, just ultimately decided to leave. And that never happens, but it was super sketchy. We didn't feel safe about it anymore, and one thing leads to another. I was like, you know what, this is a lot. So obviously, like, the company knows, everything worked out, but yeah, I mean, crap happens. I'm just like obviously I'm glad we're safe, we're okay, and things weren't too scary, but at the same time, like, it still was a little bit weird. And by a little bit, I mean a lot of it, because I have a pretty high tolerance for crap, and that's level high tolerance, so it's fine, we're all good, like, we are fine. But that means my day's been really, really weird. So now, and I felt like I was running late anyway, and I wasn't, like, I still got there on time, but like there was an accident, so it kept me from getting there at the time I was supposed to, and like they just kept pushing it and pushing it and pushing it and being kind of weird about it. So long story short, that's kind of like the most overly simplified version of that, which is like disappointing, because obviously, like, I would have wanted a real party and to make a little girl's day, but like at the same time, this was just a learning experience, if nothing else. So then I really needed to go to the bathroom because it's been a while. It's also really cold outside, and quite literally I barely even thought I was going to need the jacket because it was warmer when it was day. So I went back to the Sherman Oaks Whole Foods, because now I know they have a weird bathroom on the second floor. You take an elevator, you get there, and here we are. Yeah, so went there, grabbed a little snack from the back of the car. I have some Belvitas because I'm kind of like just jittery, like weirdly cold jittery, but also like it's been a weirdly anxious day. It's not too bad, but this stuff definitely does reach one of the top, maybe within my top 10 weird things that have happened this year. And all 105 parties, this is the first and only one that has ever been this weird, and weird in this way. I've had weird parties, but like this one hit a new level. So anyway, we're all safe, we're all good. Very thankful for my life, very thankful everything worked out just fine, and we were able to handle it in the best way we could. Happy Sunday. Spoiler alert, I decided to actually put on a very strange group of clothing here. I was literally going to pick up a few things for groceries. I feel like that's all I'm doing, is talking about how I feel and what groceries I need to pick up. So I'm not going to bore you with the details, but basically I have like a few essential things I need to get, and we are going into a new lockdown starting on Monday, which is tomorrow, which means I honestly don't really know what that means, but it probably means I won't be able to go out, and when I do get groceries, it's going to be a bit more of a pain because everybody else is probably going to be in line to do that. So that being said, I've been bopping to some good tunes, driving around a little bit because it's been massively fun, and I decided today, it's still bright, it's still sunny, and I felt the need to go walk around to Barnes & Noble. Yeah. So I have my mask, I am ready to go. I'm not really going to touch anything, which I know is going to be hard in the store. But yeah, I'm literally just going to wander around because I kind of just feel like I should. I don't know why, I don't know, like I haven't felt the need to go. I'm not looking for anything in particular. Probably I shouldn't even be going, but I really feel the need to just wander around Barnes & Noble for a bit. So I went to the closest Barnes & Noble, actually immediately close to groceries. So I'm not really going very far today, but at least I get to spend a little bit of time out. This entire morning I've been doing a lot of like acting work, which was more on the business side. I was kind of listening into some more free training stuff, kind of getting more advice, trying to kind of see what level I'm at and what steps I can take to get better. And I think that right now the most important thing I could do, especially given the timeline, is work on self-care, because I don't focus enough on that. Definitely keep working on my own individual projects, so that does include the upcoming music, which would be a pretty big help, and obviously like the web series, if that can actually get together, which we're not sure right now, considering it might be illegal to film, and I don't know everybody's availability for that anymore, but we'll see what happens with that. And also totally unrelated note, actually no, it's related. The other thing that I should probably really be working on is, yeah, basically those things. And obviously, like, trying to find my way to really just build up my personal brand and get it out there. But I've done a pretty good job at that. I just think that me as a person, that's kind of the new focus, especially this year. So that may not be the most entertaining thing, nor does it really make sense, but I think like when you figure out who you are as a person, it helps so much with whatever business you're in, bottom line. So that's my plan. That's what I've been working on, because my next tier that I personally am striving for is a co-star role, because you start with co-star roles, which basically you just kind of have like a line or two, one probably day on set. If you do get brought back, then that turns into a reoccurring, but that is another level. Basically, to get a co-star, it is kind of your first step in to the casting directors and the offices for more network projects, which is really the goal right now. Obviously, like, I am still auditioning for indie features and stuff as well, but that's more on the film side. When it comes to the TV side, you kind of want to work through these different tiers. People are watching me vlog, it's cool. Anyway, so yeah, so like my next tier is co-star, and then it would probably go reoccurring, and then eventually work its way to series regular. And obviously I love TV, I also love film, so like that's where we're at. But then once you get into the offices and you prove like that you're doing it and you know what you're doing, that's that. So that's the most general look at where I'm at and what I'm working on and what I have learned over the course of today. Sorry, I'm checking my phone because I got some tats while I was driving. Wow, so this is live action, me finding out a bit more. It turns out they're okay, but my family did actually, wow, they just got stuck in mud because they went off-road. Just got all of that. We don't care. Anyway, so let's go, let's see what happens. Okay, bye. I'd like to talk about how absolutely LA and aesthetic this is. Like, I didn't angle this or anything, and you can see the palm trees just up through that top window. Wow. Also, do you call it a sunroof or a moonroof? Because I've heard different things, but I've always called it a sunroof. Please let me know in the comments below. Thanks. Welcome to a Monday in the life. Hello, it's me. I'm clearly still in my pajamas and no makeup life, but I got all the vlogs and everything together up through the end of October. That is when my memory card will not want to add into the photos library, so I will be working on the rest of these at some point. But honestly, I just wanted to get all the way up through. Like I said before, that goes until December 25th. I do have an extra video that I want to do for New Year's Eve, but I haven't even gotten there quite yet, and I don't think today's going to be a makeup day. That being said, I've also been working on some music. I'm planning to film the rest of LA Mermaids probably on Friday, possibly also on Saturday, depending on schedules. Basically, it shouldn't take too long. I just want to make sure that works out. I do have another party coming up this weekend, but that's going to be Saturday morning. I'm going to have to pick up costumes on Friday, and I love Mondays so much. Also, every Monday or possibly Tuesday, if I don't get to it on Monday, I love listening to the new playlist because they do like a Discover Weekly and a Release Radar on Spotify. So I love listening to those and kind of just finding out what music I need to be listening to. So I've been listening to that, getting work done, just having a pretty productive couple of hours in my morning. And the thing about music is I have, I believe, I have 2 songs that are pretty much set and ready to go for a music video. I have, and general plans on what to do with them, which is very, very cool. I also have another 3rd song in the works, which I've been writing up and kind of like getting the actual track together today. It sounds pretty great. I wanted something very simple, optimistic, and fun, so that's where that is. I do think I'm going to be filming a separate video of behind the scenes of putting these together, because it's kind of like a really random thing and I kind of want to talk through the process, especially because it's mostly just me working on at least a couple of them. That being said, I am asking one of my friends to help film for a couple others, because when I'm just inside and filming, it's very easy for me to just set up my camera and go and like be creative and whatnot. But when it comes down to just being out, I like having somebody else there to help with that. So especially with different locations, like I'd like to film one by the beach. I love to film one at this really cool scenic overlook that I just like, that's the plan. That's what's happening. So that is my plan of action, is to kind of really figure out these music videos, to get the songs as solid as humanly possible, and work on them over the next couple of weeks, which would be super exciting. I'm not sure if I'm going to edit them, they're going to edit, or I'm going to have Adam edit. I don't know. I'm figuring this out as I go along, and it is definitely a very self-produced project at the moment, so that's kind of scary. Like, I am making the full song, I am like planning the whole video. I just I'm very uncomfortable and weird about this, but I'm learning, and I think that's super cool. Speaking of cool projects, I'm also going through and still editing the second book of the Royalty Status trilogy. I've been working on that a little bit more recently because I don't know, like every time I go through it, I'm like, this is it. And then like time passes, I go through it again, I'm like, this wasn't it. Like, I obviously still have things I want to do with it, and that would go on forever, but right now I really just wanted to personally go through it, see where we're at, and hopefully like get started with writing a little bit more further into the third, because I think my sense of direction is a little bit confused because I've just been collectively working on this over the course of many years now, and that's just the nature of having other things going on in my life too. I'm back in the same corner of the room, and it's Tuesday. Hi. So yesterday was weirdly productive. I planned to film the rest of the web series on Friday, which, funny enough, you know, is not going to be that difficult to do, technically speaking, but realistically speaking, it's kind of a pain. So that's where we're at. But I really want to get that done as something as like that I want to do for the rest of this year, is make sure that that gets together and all the clips are pretty much together, maybe minus some b-roll or whatever. So that was my plan. I also went for a really great walk. I felt amazing. I was walking around having the best time, listening to amazing music and just feeling so high on life. Like, I was just, this deep inner happiness was just exploding. Like, I was on top of the world. It was great. So that was a lot of fun. I got a little bit of sunlight, but then it was just super pretty at night, and I was thinking through life or something, and it was just overall a really great experience, and I felt really good. So that's great. I still intended to go to sleep before 2, and I don't really think I accomplished that. I tried. I was like 1:30ish, but then I still feel like I got up to go to the bathroom and didn't fall asleep until closer to 2. So that's how it goes. So I'm supposed to be filming on Friday. I'm going to be filming probably between the hours of 1 and 3, and then I have a phone call as a ladybug on about like 3:40ish, I believe. So that means my Friday is pretty booked for getting as much done as possible. I have a few scenes that I have to film beforehand, where it matches up to what was filmed last year, which is supposed to match up to the timeline of the first season, which was a couple of years ago now. So that's gonna be interesting. But then I also have scenes with everybody else. So those are just quick one-liners matching up, like simple, no big deal. And then I have this like 2 or 3 brand new scenes, which are really cool, and they have new actors, and I'm really excited for it. It'll be a good time. I'm glad I'm putting it together. I had to swap around just a few like characters a little bit just to kind of make it work a little bit better filming wise, and it looks like majority of everyone that are set to film for those new scenes are going to be available on Friday, and then possibly I'll film pickup lines on Saturday for those who can't make it on Friday. So that is the plan, right? Well, funny enough, I emailed about this location that I really wanted to use and they're like, yeah, sorry, we can't approve any filming no matter what the situation is. And obviously I had the longest list of like, we're all wearing masks, we're all distant, we're not moving anything, it's literally just me and the camera, a couple of friends. Like, it's not really a full production even in the slightest. They're like, yeah, no, we literally can't approve anybody to film right now anywhere. And it's not just the location, it's literally the whole area. I'm determined. I don't take no as an answer, but I do understand that there are rules in place for a reason. So that being said, I am changing my filming location and really hoping this works out, and I believe that it will. I think that it will. But I'm a little bit nervous about it, to be completely fair and honest, because there's a huge chance I could set up and film and someone could say something and then we might have to leave, which would be incredibly awkward. I don't think that's going to be the case, but you know, it's like I'm trying to film in a lockdown during a pandemic. That should be two things actually. But also at a location that is technically in public. Yeah, like I said, this is kind of like so many layers of why I probably should have just filmed this last year. Granted, I feel like if I did, I wouldn't have had these new scenes quite as well, and you know, I definitely improved upon it. So I am excited for this, but it is a lot to think of, because obviously, yeah, that's kind of a lot. I also have a party on Saturday that I think got extended out a little bit longer than it was supposed to, which is so cool. Like, I'm excited for that. But that's going to be a thing. And then I'm also picking up costumes on Thursday, so it's going to be a very eventful week. That also being said, so I have like that going on from Thursday through Sunday, which is going to be an exciting good time. Like, we're here for this. It's going to involve driving around, it's going to involve other people, it's going to involve just me kind of living my best life. Which means I have a couple days to just chill before then and get indoor stuff done. But that also includes working on my music. Now, I have this week and I have next week, and then I think I'm flying back the week after pretty early on. So that quite literally means I have to record and mix an entire song and then plan all the music videos to film next week, which is kind of a lot and kind of a terrifying thing for me, because again, this is outside my comfort bubble in the entirety of it. But pretty excited. Like, part of it I want to film here, like in LA, obviously. One I want to completely film on my own, just in the apartment, and then there's some that are going to be back and forth between LA and New York, which is going to be amazing and super cool, and I'm so excited to be working on this. But that means I have to get the actual music, the actual plans for it, all of that together, so that I can actually go out and film, or be in and film, depending on which one I'm working on, next week. And I think I have definitely 2, possibly 3, and potentially 4 music videos in the works, and one song I haven't even fully recorded yet. I just have the actual song part down, so that'll be interesting. Like, I know it's kind of a lot. I also want my forehead to clear up, because what is this triangle? Anyway, point of the matter is it is kind of an eventful week, which is great, but there's also a lot of weird pressure towards it. And also on a day like today where it's sunny, and I do also have Christmas video training, just for like Christmas parties and events that are going to be more virtual, so that's going to be later on today. So honestly, like, my entire purpose today is to finish up this laundry and go to training later and try to relax, but also figure out what's going on, because I need to prep for this weekend and next week. And hopefully, if that all works out, I can edit that, the rest of the vlogs, through November and early December. Now, hi, it's December, what's good? Yeah, I can't believe it's December already. But yeah, that's literally the game plan. I don't know why I feel the need to ramble on about it, but in case you're curious what the day in the life of me is like, hi, this is quite literally it right now, which is, it's cool. Like, it's really cool. It's a lot, and I feel like putting myself back into these pressured situations, it's like, yes, this is what I do. I create my own content, and hopefully that inspires others to also create your own content and follow your dreams and make things happen. Like, that's kind of the whole point here. But also, this is the other side of that, where I'm straight up freaking out about it. And it's fine. Like, it's fun. Like, once I'm in it, it's fine. But the whole planning and thinking about it is kind of a lot. Anyway, I need to take my morning vitamins. I totally forgot to do that again. I didn't take them until about like 5 yesterday. That was bad. That was, yeah, no. So I'm going to do that and carry on with my day. But that is the general update. Happy Tuesday. Let's go.